Boy, do we have some wow for you today on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
It makes you want to dance, doesn't it?
It does.
I know, it's such good
I love that
music.
song.
Yeah, I dance to it all the time. I love it.
I can see that.
It's so great. Welcome to the Signature Mike Show. We're so happy to have you today. I have two fabulous friends with me today. I have Vince Smith from Indigo Floral Studio, and I also have my fabulous friend Judith Goodwin with me. Thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yay! We're going to start off with Judith today. We have so much to talk about.
We do.
You might recognize Judith because she had her own TV show back in the late 80s and early 90s on WAGT, right?
Right.
Yeah, what was the name of the show?
It was called Top of the Day, and my name is Judith Upchurch then.
Judith Upchurch. People always ask me, and I don't know. I know you as Judith Goodwin. That's true. Yes. So that's really fabulous that you had your show. And you must sleep in formaldehyde because you look like, I mean, you look fantastic.
Well,
and,
the gray hair came during the pandemic, so that labels me
well,
right
it looks
there.
great. And you had some heart surgery.
Yep.
You had a heart
Yep.
issue, and
Yep.
well, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean,
It's
I'm
good to
sure
be
it's like
here.
1989 all over again.
Of course.
Let's
go
talk
with
a
that.
little. I mean, you have done so much in your life. I don't know. People say, "How do you do so much?" Me, and I mean, I can't imagine all of this. You graduated from Furman University with a music degree, and it was a teaching. What was it?
Music education,
Music education.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great. You taught middle school and high school music at
Glen Hills High School.
Glen Hills High School. Then you taught preschoolers for a few years. Then you were involved with the Augusta Players.
I was. After my music degree, I started doing musicals with the Augusta Players, and
Fun.
gave me a lot of strength and courage.
That's awesome. I went to a performing arts high school. It's kind of the same thing, and I did
Yeah.
community theater for a while, so that's what gave me my chutzpah. Yeah. Well, and the Augusta Players just did ribbon cutting on their new facility.
And it's fantastic, too.
Yes, it's really
It
great.
is
We're going to have
beautiful.
Scott Seidel on the show to talk about what they're doing. So much involved there. You did community theater in North Carolina.
I did.
Yeah.
After I left here, I moved to Salisbury, North Carolina. So I did more and started getting more interested in the acting part of it.
Awesome, awesome. 2 kids. You had a couple of kids.
I did. I had
And,
little kids back
That's
then.
a big job in itself.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you can manage career and all of that
Yeah.
and have kids and toddlers and all of that.
It ain't easy.
And then teenagers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. So let's see. You did films, television, commercials, print work, voiceovers. I mean, you've done it all in
Well,
the
that was my
business.
part-time job in Salisbury, North Carolina, when I had the little children.
Wow.
I could, and I could say, no, I can't come today. Or,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a substitute teacher, which
Yeah.
I also did, at some
Oh
point
my
in time. But I
gosh!
didn't
I'm
put
sure.
that on
Is that not on here? I don't know.
No, sorry.
You did, and then so then you were the co-host of the Midday Talk Show on the sister network WAGT.
Yeah.
That's awesome. A lot of people remember you from that. I'm sure they'll remember. Marketing and fundraiser for the Augusta Symphony, which you won some Addy Awards.
I did.
For doing.
Just immediately, it was just seemed to come natural, and we did some great ads and got local Addy Awards, and it went on and won regional Addy Awards, which is several states.
That's
in
amazing.
Southeast, yeah.
Yet another organization that has, because of what you did on the ground level, they have grown into this big thing at the Miller Theater.
Well, let's let me claim that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, it doesn't just happen overnight.
Yeah.
It happens with people who spearhead things, from the beginning and all of that. So it's really great that you were part of that. Shepherd Community Blood Center, you won Telly Award for that.
I did. We did a documentary about giving blood, and I got a Telly Award for that.
Geez, Girl Scouts raising money. USC Aiken as a major gift fundraiser. That's when I kind of met you.
Yeah.
About that time, because I know
Yeah.
I would meet you up there and we would talk.
Yeah.
You retired in 2021.
Yes, I did. I did.
Jeez.
And it's been lovely.
I can't believe you didn't do it sooner.
Well, it was the right time. I've got grandkids, and so now I'm a grandma, and
Wow. What do they call you?
Mimi.
Mimi, I like it.
yeah.
You're a Mimi because you're not a grandma.
No, no,
I
no.
mean,
Yeah.
you look amazing. Well, I met you and you saw something in me. I remember, and you're like, you need to be on TV. This was 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
It's been quite a while ago.
It was like immediate. It was like, this guy can do this. And but at that time there was no local production of shows with the with the area television studios. So we kind of shelved it for a while, and then it looked like things were changing, and so I called you and said, let's revisit this.
Yes, and you got me in front of some important people.
Yes.
At another network. We won't go into that.
Yeah.
But and they gave us. We walked out of that meeting. They gave us the green light, if you remember.
We
and we were
did.
like, we had no idea they were going to go ahead and say yes.
Yeah.
But then there was some changes with that
Yeah.
network, and then they had to put me on the back burner, and then I did some segments
Then you
and all
came
of
in.
that.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But as we left that meeting, I remember us not being able to jump up and down and squeal until we got in the parking lot. We had to be just
And
really,
we did. We
yeah.
did. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Then I got into the network here over at WRDW, and I got to meet Nathalia, who everybody knows Nathalia and loves her from the mix at 3 and the morning mix. And she's going to be a guest on the show coming up soon.
Oh,
so
goody.
make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to see what's going on in Nathalia's world as well. But it's, thanks to people like you that really have spurred me on. And here we are today, the Signature Mike Show.
I want to mention this, that I was the one who said you need to put signature in everything you do, your name, because that's your store.
Yes.
And so now it's Signature Mike everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Yeah, I don't know who he is. He's this other person. I talk to him in third person. Like, it's not me, but,
Okay.
but there he is, Signature Mike. And so, sometimes I'm like, do I have to be Signature Mike tonight? Can I just be me? Because I wear T-shirt and jeans around the house. I wear pajamas still.
Yeah.
So if I'm home all day, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm not dressed. I'm not doing all of this. So, it happens. But so important to have you in our community, to have built all of these organizations to what they are today. And you're here looking beautiful, smiling, happy that you've achieved all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And you're still doing things. I mean, you say you're retired. I don't believe it.
I've slowed down, but I'm active in church at St. John United Methodist on Green Street. We just lost a piano from the hurricane. We're getting a new one, so I'm back in the piano business. I did make USC Aiken an all-Steinway school.
That's right. Yes, you did. And Steinways are very important.
Yeah.
And the chosen Steinways, the chosen piano for the symphony as well,
Yeah,
in Miller
yeah,
Theater.
yeah.
So that's great. Well, Judith, thank you for being with us here today. We
You're
so
welcome.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
Discover the Bordeaux Event Center, where elegance meets charm and forever memories are made. Whether you're saying I do, hosting a banquet, or celebrating life's big moments, the Bordeaux Event Center is more than a venue. It's an experience. Nestled in the picturesque woods of Thompson, Georgia, the Bordeaux Event Center features bridal and groom suites, a caterer's kitchen, and a state-of-the-art audiovisual system. Schedule your tour today at the Bordeaux Event Center, where moments become memories.
Welcome back to the Signature Mike Show. We're so thrilled to have you today. And I have a fabulous guest in the studio, Vince Smith from Indigo Floral. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
How many times do we buy a floral from the grocery store? You're buying your groceries, so you see pretty flowers and you just grab a bunch and you put it in your cart. You take it home and you put it in a vase. And I mean, it's pretty, but we have an expert here to show us how to put together an arrangement.
All right.
What do you have for us today?
Well, I thought I'd show you as a trick that florists use to, make everything stand up. And stay in place.
Yes.
What you like to do is you take the tape.
Okay.
And you create a grid for yourself.
Okay.
On the front of the vase.
Can we use Scotch tape for this?
No, you might want. This is called Tessifilm. It's a specific. You could probably get it at Hobby Lobby.
Okay, okay.
You know, Michael's, whatever.
Okay.
But create the grid first. Fill it with water.
It's like Scotch tape. It's just like half the width.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just clear, so when you don't see it after you do the flowers.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
So what we did here is we started with greening. Always start with greenery.
Okay, always with greenery. And I see you
Always
have
with
several
greenery.
different types of greens.
Several different varieties of greenery. This one's considered a miniature pittosporum, and then this one is ruscus, and then salal leaves down at the bottom, also known as lemon leaves.
Awesome.
So I thought I'd start with a classic color palette of white and green.
Okay, fantastic.
You can never really go wrong with white and green.
It's so elegant, and it goes with most decor.
Exactly.
I see a lot of people try to get flowers to coordinate with, and that's nice and lovely, but this is nice on a nightstand or in the bathroom too, if you don't want it in your kitchen or your dining room.
Well, that's a great thing about this size arrangement right here that I'm doing. This, you could do just one and put it on a bedside table. You could put it in a bathroom. You could put it on a coffee table. Or you could do 3 or 4 of them and line them down your kitchen table.
Oh, I like that
kind of thing.
idea
It
to
gives
really
you-
make a statement.
Yeah.
Because if you put a big one in the table, then you can't see guests across or whatever. You
Right.
do something like this, a series of them down, then it's lower and it's still very elegant.
A rule of thumb for me is like you either want to go above your guest's head with flowers
Yeah.
or below their sight line.
Yeah.
I can't stand for something to be blocking me from people sitting across at weddings and parties and stuff.
If I do a floral on my table and I do a big one, I just put somebody on the other side that I don't really want to talk to. And then
works
I
too.
don't have to look at them.
Exactly. So we started with the spray rose in there and spread them around a little bit. This one is a Hypericum berry. It's just a green. When I'm doing white and green, I like to do a bunch of different shapes, textures, sizes.
Okay.
That way it's got some interest.
So when you say berry, I mean, it will stay like that. It doesn't. That's not a bloom. It doesn't open up to
this
anything.
one I've never been. This is actually also St. John's wort. Hypericum
Okay.
berries.
Oh,
also.
yeah, sure.
So, just spread
That's
it around.
medicinal, isn't it?
Yes.
So what? If we need that, I don't know what
think
it's
you-
used for. You
I
can't
don't think
just.
you can eat that.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could try.
Do people ingest that? I thought it was
don't
maybe
think
a
so.
salve or something. No, I don't know.
I'm not sure either. But,
Okay.
just spreading it around. With flowers, there's no right way or wrong way to do it. It's just whatever you think looks good. Okay?
That is beautiful,
This
Vince.
is
Wow.
actually a mum. This is called a bald disbud mum. I love it so much. It's so pretty. It kind of mimics a dahlia look,
Yes,
whatever.
that's what I thought.
But it's not the cost of a dahlia.
Oh, nice to know.
Yeah. So this is a nice little thing that you can just, adds a different texture,
Okay.
a different, shape, size. It also has a little green to that white
Okay.
that helps it separate it.
I
So
love it. And then again, this is all staying very tight because, and it's not moving around because you put that tape on
the
there
tape
earlier.
on there, yes.
Very,
the tape
very
definitely
good.
makes a difference.
Yeah.
And when you're doing flower arrangements, I would tell people all the time, remember the lower parts because if you're sitting at a table, people can see that. A lot of times people focus on the top.
True.
So-
And you want to consider what it looks like all the way around.
All the way around. So,
So I see you doing these odds. You have 3 of those, and you've done 1, 2, 3.
3 again.
Yeah,
So
nice.
yes. And then I have this pretty little flower right here. This is called Lysianthus.
Okay, beautiful.
Just a different shape. It's more of a true white than these are like a kind of an off-white kind
Right.
of thing.
Okay.
So just also spreading that around, getting it all set and ready. When you're doing weddings and stuff like that, you want people want a good variety and stuff like that, but then they don't
Sure.
realize how much flowers really cost and stuff like that. I always have meetings with people where they're very surprised at the price of things with flowers.
Well,
these
and this
days.
is something you have to build up. You have to, I know when I'm doing a design job, I have to think a window treatment. I have to think about the fabric, the lining, the inner
Exactly.
lining, the hardware. You've got pieces of the puzzle.
Exactly. So, this mechanics over here, that's part of it too. So
Exactly.
everything is hard. Okay, so and then I know you like the unexpected and kind of a bougie kind of thing.
Yes.
So I always like to add, this one's called Lysmachia veronica. It's just a
Okay.
white. I like to have little things sticking out of the arrangement a little bit.
Okay, great.
Just to give you a little more interest. And then my favorite thing to do is give the illusion of size.
Yes.
So you can do that by creating negative space.
Okay.
So the negative space between this flowers and where I'm going to put this one gives the illusion and tricks everybody's eye into thinking it's bigger than it actually is.
Oh, well, we like that.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like the fish that we caught?
Yes, exactly.
No, it's this big.
Exactly. So people think that this is bigger than it actually is.
Oh, I
but-
see what you're saying. It
So
does.
you've got this negative space
Yes.
between here, and it just creates the illusion of a little bit bigger flower arrangement.
Absolutely, yeah, different height and all of that. Well, that's beautiful, and I see just the whites, and there are different shades of whites in there. They really play off of each other really, really well. I love it. So you see a lot of these whites at weddings, I'm sure, and formal dinner parties.
Well, we live here in the South, so this is a very traditional color palette for everybody here to go with, is white and green.
It's easy.
You could add a touch of blue to this to make it a little different. You could add a touch of pink to it, a touch of yellow. You know, if you add yellow to it, it'd be very on brand for the Masters.
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely. So we can do
that.
themes with
exactly.
the color of floral.
Exactly. People don't realize how many colors there are when it comes to flowers.
Absolutely. Well, and I know sometimes if somebody wants to do pink, there are like different colors of pinks, and they don't necessarily all coordinate.
Exactly.
But if you want pink, we do white, and we add a little pink, and then you still have that theme of the pink.
Exactly. And then, you know, you could go with this same thing, and at Christmas time, you could just change the type of greenery you're using and turn it into a Christmas arrangement. We could go with cedar and pine and all that stuff instead of this stuff, and it changes it to a wholly different season.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. Well, Vince, thank you for being here. Indigo Floral. We see your work all around town. I see it down at the Miller Theater a lot. I think you do things at Augusta Country Club.
I do.
And, yeah, weddings and all of that.
Weddings,
so
yeah.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
being here.
Thanks for having me.
Guys, stay right here because I have a great design dilemma to share with you today. We'll be right back.
At Reliable Equipment Rental, we rent the good stuff. From compact lawn and garden equipment, large earth-moving equipment, to Takeuchi compact equipment known for its brute strength and bulletproof durability. Whether you're a professional contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer, we have the equipment to get your job done. And in the CSRA, you can only get the good stuff at Reliable Equipment Rental, your trusted Takeuchi dealer. Sales, parts, and service, 4001 Washington Road.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years I've been talking to you about our floors, but did you know we are the largest locally owned lighting gallery in town? We have interior and exterior lights and ceiling fans also, so we can help you with any lighting project. We carry all brands to include Savoy House and Visual Comfort, and we are so excited we are now your local Capital Lighting dealer. Visit us today and discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Villages at Bordeaux, each townhome invites you to build memories, celebrating life's little moments and big dreams. Thoughtfully crafted by Herbert Homes, your home offers comfort, energy efficiency, and easy access to our event center, Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, I-20, and downtown Thompson. Ready to find your place? Call today to schedule your tour of the Villages at Bordeaux.
Welcome back to the Signature Mike Show. I have a really fun, I don't know if I want to call this a design dilemma, but I know we have these dilemmas a lot when I work with clients. I am going to show you how to mix and match patterns, how to coordinate patterns in a room, because we have so many elements that we have to consider. So we have artwork, we have rugs, we have fabrics that are on upholstery furniture, maybe pillows. So there's so much to consider about. We have window treatments where we have fabric, so we have to pull all of that together. And it's just like a puzzle. We have to consider our focal point and how we're going to use the room as well, because I'm going to show you a performance fabric here today. I'm going to show you something really incredible. But anyway, let's just start. You want to start with the theme in a room. And let's just say we want to start with a piece of artwork. So we have this really nice, more traditional artwork with some really nice jewel tones. We have some reds and blues and some of these greens. So we can start there. That could be the theme in our room. I don't always like to then mix another pattern into the thing here, but this rug that's on here that we see, this big, beautiful rug, really does work well with this artwork because we have the reds, we have some of the blues, and we have the greens. So this would work really, really well with this artwork. But you just want to be very careful when you're adding all of these patterns together. For example, let me show you something not to do. We don't want to add a pattern, let's say window treatments. We have the colors, of course, but we don't want to add this necessarily in a room that has that rug and this artwork. It would just be a little too much. It's fighting. We have too many theme things going on. We have a theme art, we have a theme rug, and then a theme fabric with this bird and the flowers with the peacock. It's just a little much. So this is what not to do. I know the colors are great, the blues, the greens, and all of that. That's great, but the patterns are just going to fight. So that's something we don't want to do. I think sometimes it's important to show people what not to do. But let me show you some of these patterns. Maybe we want a little mini print, and look how nice this looks with the artwork. This has a cream background. It has the blue. The red goes a little salmon, but it still works. It brings in another color element. It brings in the yellow, and of course we have the green. So this would be great. This might be great on some pillows in this room. That would work. Let's see what else I have. This maybe takes it a little more modern, but this certainly would work as well. I don't think I would use this on window treatments, but you want to consider also when you're doing a window treatment, when you pleat fabric at the window, you lose a lot of the pattern. You have a lot of those colors coming out there at you. So that might work in a pinch. That might work in that situation. Again, it depends on the type of window treatment. Let me show you this great fabric. It would be really great pillows, and these colors work well. This pattern doesn't fight. So I'm showing you these colors, these fabrics with the patterns as pillows. Let me show you what I like to recommend to clients as far as upholstery. I like to keep upholstery fairly neutral, something like this. And there's something I want to show you today. They have these great performance fabrics, and believe it or not, I am going to take some Diet Coke, and we are just going to pour a little bit right on there. Look what that does. Look at that right there. It beat it up, just like it would if you got your car waxed and then it rains. You know how that beads up? And then watch. It pulls it right off, comes right off. Look at that. It did not absorb into the fabric. This is a Krypton fabric. Look at that. Good as new. Think about red wine. Think about those things that are hard to get out of your upholstery. So if you go with something neutral, something that is a performance fabric like this, not all performance fabrics are the same, and you do get what you pay for, but something like this is really super awesome to have. And you can use this in indoor spaces, outdoor spaces. Let's see what the content is. It's polyester, has 8% linen, so you might want to be careful of this outdoors. Again, all fabrics are different. Maybe if we find 100% polyester or polypropylene, something like that, you could use it outdoors. But we have to consider the content, and we have to consider how we're going to use this. But again, upholstery, I like neutral, and then you can certainly then pop some pillows in. Look how this would work really well with that artwork and with the rug. Works really, really great. So let's see. We are live, and my earpiece keeps falling out. I'm sorry. There we are, just a little technical thing. That way you know we're live, and that's what we're doing. Let me show you something a little different. Let me show you something modern. I tend to be a little more modern in my personal style when I'm decorating my home. But look what we have here, this more abstract artwork here. So now we're going more modern. So we have to think about more modern accessories and rugs and things like that. Because we have so much bold color, so many bold colors in this, we could go with a black and white rug. And look how that would work. And look how this allows these primary colors to really pop. You don't necessarily want to always pull color from what you see here. There's some black and white in here, but this is very neutral, and it allows your colors of your artwork to pop a little more. And then we could certainly pull in some other patterns. We could do black and white again. A little mini print would be great. Sometimes fold the fabric on the other side, and you could see, sometimes you can use the fabric on the back side. So always consider that as well. So many great options. But because we're more modern, we want more modern prints on our upholstery, on our pillows. Look at this great zebra print. Again, it brings in the black and the white, but it also plays up on the red. We have that. We could pull a floral in here if it's a little more contemporary, but you see how that works. If we're working here, we can bring solids in. I have solid fabrics. What's great about these, they have great texture to them. Animal prints are still really hot, so we could pull that in. But just consider what you can pull out of your theme pieces in the room. Maybe it's artwork, maybe it's a rug, but you want to keep that to a minimum so that you don't shift focal point and you just want to play up on those elements. So don't always think about that. So many great fabrics. These cut velvets are just amazing. Love working with them. They feel really good. They're going to last a long time if they're on your bed, if they're on your sofa. These types of upholstery weight fabrics are really, really great. So anyway, that's what I'm here for. We're going to have so many more segments like this for you on the Signature Mike Show to show you how you can coordinate your focal points with other pieces in the room. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer. You're family. We believe banking should feel like home. Familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors and More. We truly appreciate the opportunities we've had to work in so many homes over the years. And now we want to invite you to our showroom to discover why we are the company that friends recommend. Our quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the tremendous skill set of our technicians is what has made Hardwood Floors and More the most trusted locally owned business for over 30 years. Hardwood Floors and More, so much more in store for you.
Welcome back to the Signature Mike Show. Thank you, my guest, for being here with me today.
Our pleasure.
Show me some of your favorite fabrics that you like.
This one.
You like the more traditional,
I
jewel
like the more
tones?
traditional with the jewel tone. I like the orange burnt in the background.
Love it.
blue
There's
on the
plenty
top.
that you could pull out of that to play with.
This looks good, feels
yes,
good.
Judith, it does. They do feel really good. I love those cut velvets. Those are really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Please see us next Tuesday right here on WRDW 12, the Signature Mike Show.
All right.